Nothing like ending the new year with a car video, or ending the old year. My bad. It's almost the end of the year, and starting the new year with other videos, hopefully. But it's raining. It's funny because I was gonna wash my car, and for the longest time my car was dirty. I'm like, oh man, I don't want to wash it if it rains. And then I saw the rain was coming the next week, so I didn't wash my car, and here I am. I'm having Mother Nature do it for me. Now, what I want to get to, being the end of the year, is this Christmas has been a bad one. I've this is Act 2 of my dietary movie. For the week leading up to Christmas, and this week here, I've been eating a lot of bad stuff. And I keep looking at that. I should put the camera the other way. I got to remember that, because that way I'm looking at the camera and not looking at myself. Yeah. Anyway, sorry. But yeah, you know, week 2, Act 2, last 2 weeks, the Christmas stuff, the Christmas cookies, the Christmas candies, everything has been coming in. I decided to, go, okay, for the holidays, I'll take a little brief respite from my diet. And of course, I ate a lot of bad food, and I ate a lot of too much of it. So then for a short bit, I decided, how about I try like a calorie diet, where I just, eat everything but just watch my calories. And I did a beta week on it, because I like to do like test weekends. First day failed pretty early on. The second day I did well, but at the end of the day I was so hungry, and I was just like, this sucks. And then it just kind of like, I like packaged foods, and when it comes to packaged foods, they're very high in calories when compared, and they're not very filling. And when you go, like where I was doing Atkins, the bar is like 250 calories. It's like a meal. I have one for dinner, one for breakfast, kind of. It's like I do it more towards lunch, but and then I have a meal in the middle of the day. And then I'm usually like, hey, I just have like, some hot dogs or some hamburger patties, instead of just like fucking everything, which I've been eating. So I know I'm going to have to cut this out. So I come the new year, I'm going to go back on the Atkins, and I'm going to only cheat on holidays once a month, and it's just going to be minor. I'm going to cut out the corn and the fried food for now, and I'm going to I'm just going to have my bars, go back to old school, and I'm going to try to exercise a little bit. I'm really bad at that. I'm lazy, but I want to try to start, And then on the guitar front, I think what I want to do is, we still haven't found a bass player in house yet. I'm trying to suggest maybe I can like do like a bass 6 thing, and then I can like do both on the bass 6. But I'm kind of worried, like I don't want to do that, and then he's like gets another guitar player. No, I'm not playing that bass 6 so that way someone else can play guitar, and then that totally limits like what you can do on bass, because then you're just basically just holding down the low end and playing root notes, which in the past I've criticized many bass players for not doing, and in a rock setting. But I also kind of realized that's very fucking boring, and that's really for like, if that's your jam, that's, God bless you. You're doing the hard work, you're doing the heavy lifting. But I would just die of boredom. So like in a 3-piece band, like where there's 3, instruments, the bass has a lot more room to breathe. I could do the root note boogie like he wants, but then I could do leads too. The leads I've already written. So I'm hoping he goes for that instead of like, because we're like 3 practices away from the gig, and I don't want him to pick some shitty person that is a bad choice, that just for desperation, because it's just like, well, I'm not going to play with someone I don't want to play with. So it's like, so whatever, we'll see what happens. You never know, we might find a good bass player between now and then, or I might be hopping on. They have a bass, a Gretsch baritone, which can be converted to a bass 6 at a Guitar Center in Westlake. So I just have to do that, order the strings, and it should be no big deal at all. I have an AB box. I'll run one part of the AB box through my pedal board and then into my Bassman, and then the other part of the AB box is going to go through my Fender bass amp, and then it's just going to be this cool blend thing. That's my idea. Like, this could never come to fruition, and so who fucking knows. But we'll all see. It's going to be a new year. 2022 is it's going to be exciting. I'm going to go back on the diet. I might be getting a new instrument. If not, maybe I'll get a Les Paul. I don't know. But this is me in my car. End of the year, last episode of the year, of me just boringly talking about shit that only I care about. And hell, man, someone's got to do it. All right, have a good one, and have a happy new year.